Hi everybody, my name is Izzo Macharia Mwangi, alias Izzo. I am one of the young Kenyans that is a trendsetter. Taking change into my own hands and making sure that I'm running off with it. We are calling ourselves the cheetah generation that is happy to take power from the hippo generation that hoards it. We want to empower other young people. I'm known to be a social entrepreneur, the best social enterprise 2023 for the 40 under 40, the best tour guide 2023, promoting sustainable tourism, and we're here to set the trend and to make sure that we are reaching so many people to change the way they think so that we can change the way they live. Very interesting actually, because I ended up pissing off a lot of people, including my parents, because my background is actually in biomedical engineering. So you imagine I finish my training in Mount Kenya University after all those years, and then I face my parents and I tell them, I've gotten somewhere that I think this is my calling. It's good that my saving grace is that I was raised by pastors. It is something that popped out because of need. I'm the last child of the 7 that they have. And I saw my parents struggling a lot to put us in school. So after uni, I had a window of 6 months to do whatever. So I decided I would go find a job, and a friend of mine was running kind of a similar setup as to what we have. And I was basically a driver, just driving people from point A to point B. And he was working, his organization is for volunteers, international volunteers that come here to travel, which has shaped what we do ourselves. So I ended up getting caught up by, it was during the post-election violence. I ended up driving people to the then IDPs. Right now they are SIDPs. And that's where I would say the ignition began. I got caught up simply by going to assist people, and then boom, I was swallowed into doing something totally different. However, my training as a biomedical engineer does complement a lot in what I do, because I end up doing the projects myself. Then and now, challenges and obstacles are necessary, I would say. Actually, I would put it, if you are not meeting any challenges or obstacles, then you need to sit back and ask yourself, what am I doing? So I think then what happened was I had to fight myself. Remember, I'm trying to shift my mind into something that feels right inside of me, but in terms of society, family, it doesn't fit. You've gone to uni. Your other classmates are now being, biomedical was then hidden up in Kenya, they are now being called in Tanzania and all of that to work. And here you are trying something new. It is I that I had to fight first to understand, do I need to do this? So really what I do is centered on need, and am I a solution to it? Not just a solution, but a sustainable solution. As I do the sustainable solution, is my solution inviting another problem, or am I actually doing what is right, making sure that we're purely doing something that is needed and that will empower people? And so the first obstacle was, how do I start? Which is a predicament for everyone. So I did not want to do it. I knew I wanted to do it, but I did not really want to do it. I can feel the pull, but there's so many reasons why not to do it. But then one of the volunteers then looked at me and they told me, I see you running your own organization, and you should set up your own thing, because you are a solution to what so many people are doing here. We relate to you as a non-employee, but on the side employee, and you have so many solutions. And I told her I don't want it. And she told me, listen, I'm going to give you some money, go register your own charity. And I was like, no. And she said, okay, I'm going to give you the money. If it goes down the drain, I will not blame you. Just go and set up your own organization. I can feel inside of me that you're supposed to lead your own organization. And I did. And so I was forced to start a charity. I appreciate this lady from Texas who saw the need to force me into my destiny. And I registered it, and I opened Pandora box. So I thought I had an issue to start an organization. So all the demons broke loose and came after me because I decided, you know what, this is what I feel is right, and that's it. I'm going to do it. The moment I made that decision, hell broke loose. Everything that was opposing just broke and it came towards me. I'm talking about losing very close relationships. I'm talking about going super broke. I'm talking about regretting. Why did I get into this? My other classmates are now working in big companies. Some people are having trips paid off to go to India to learn about new machines in hospitals. And here I am, drowning in my decisions. But I'm glad I would do it again in a heartbeat. Charitable work as you know it, as a shiko. I will tell you that I can easily tell you 50% is a scam. I know it's really hard to take that in. But people want to do good things in the expense of the right things. And whenever you're doing charitable work and what you're doing is good, but you've kind of sidelined what is right, then you're causing damage. And I am a culprit. I made so many mistakes. My journey has been to learn how to do things right. Because, you know, you're meeting poor people. It is inherent in a human that you want to help another human. That's bringing our creation as humans into a small room and saying, your whole existence is to empower another human. If people can understand that, then we would do things the right way. Because we have all of these things about Africa and even in Kenya to say that we are fighting poverty, we are fighting diseases. You know, we are in this war in our heads, we are fighting good versus evil. No, it's not that. Shiko, it's not that complicated. We're simply fighting right and good. And until even big organizations understand that concept, we'll still be getting funding for Kenya, for Africa, as this dark place that doesn't know what to do with ourselves. So sustainability for us, and I used to be this guy that would look at a situation and say, oh my goodness, these people are hungry, let's fundraise and go take food, and we'll take photos and do a cookout. People do that. Probably you've been engaged yourself in going to an orphanage and, oh, we're going for a cookout. Yeah, we're going to do something that is really great for these kids. Now we are destroying them. Because you see, what happens is, now that I've thought about it over the years, after doing it for 5 years, I started thinking to myself, wow, I'm now becoming a pro. You know, when you're doing something for 5 years, you become a pro at it. When you do it for 10 years, you become a master in it. So whatever it is that you're doing, that you've dedicated 10 years of your time, you are a pro, you're a master at it. That means now you can teach other people. And that is dangerous, because you might be doing something for 10 years that is not right. And if you call me to go to an orphanage, we're doing a cookout, it's December, it's Easter. We're going to this orphanage to love them and, you know, cook for them chapati and chicken, I'll tell you no.
Because you want to love them and leave them.
Exactly. Yet, I was the guy that was organizing for that. So I see some of my friends still doing that, and I'm like, you're causing damage. Because there's nothing sustainable about it. There's nothing sustainable with me coming to your home, giving you a pack of unga, or giving you tax exempt. Kenyans right now are ranting about tax and saying, oh, I've helped you, now let's take a photo with your family, I'll put it on social media. we are destroying our own people. Because also, some of the things that I have learned that are destroying us, one of them is being, like in handouts, we are dependent on handouts. What happens in an innocent orphanage that will readily agree for us to go as a group, K24 group, we've gotten together. We go and cook. What happens is that Shiko and your phone, and we've driven there with our vehicles. We have nice makeup and we look good, and then these kids are like, wow, I want to be like Shiko. It's the only time they'll get to see you. Probably you'll never get time again. So we take their hope up, and they feel so hopeful, and they'll eat chapati, and we've done it. We've put it all over our social media. Clap, 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 you did so good. And then you go back, your job is waiting to swallow you. You'll never think about those kids again until another December, until another Easter. So then they're right here, and then you leave in a matter of days, boom. I looked at the work that we are doing, and I saw it collapsing right in front of my eyes. I'm like, there must be something we are not doing right. And so to help people, you have to make the people participate. Where there is no human participation, there is no human appreciation. So I'm right here, and I get all of these calls. You can imagine somebody will come and tell me, hey, we can see you're heavily involved in Maasai Mara now. And I mean, I have people who have been following me since 2010, when Marafiki was registered, which is a long time, if you think about it. And they're like, we want to come and fight FGM. And I'm like, okay. Do you know, if you want to come and fight FGM in Maasai Mara, which is a sensitive issue and which society really wants to improve, you'll be the 1,000th organization coming to do that. So why do we need all of this organization coming to do the same thing? Must be, there's something you're doing that is not right. And we ought to do it in a way that they can make their own decisions. My work is to empower them to make their own decisions. Not for me to make decisions for them. And that is where we make the mistake. We go making decisions for people. Then after we've set it up, you pack and leave and you go. These people are not empowered, they're not equipped. Whatever you've done collapses. And so you have not put light into that darkness. And I would say, what I decided is, there's just two worlds. There's the money world, and there's the love world. It's just two, you just need to choose one. If I go into charity and choose money, I am destroying people. If I choose love, then I'm empowering people. Then we have to be deliberate about how we help people. We call it an eco camp.
An eco camp.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it is as eco as you can go, because we are building cabins using trash. I've looked at the dark part of tourism, and I've seen, if I took you to Maasai Mara, any town, once we start getting closer now to the actual reserve, it is a fossil of plastic and glass and paper. And you're like, wow, is this Maasai Mara? You know, in our heads, it's a kingdom of wild animals and green and all of that. Now, it's once you get closer, you understand the damage that we're making. And we are imposing it to an innocent people that did not need that. So I looked at it, and you know, last time I told you that as a guide, I was guiding people into Maasai Mara, and I saw lions playing with plastic bottles, and that really disappointed me. And I told all my comrades, come on, let's drop this. As you exit the portion of land that we've leased is right next to the entrance, drop all your plastic bottles. In 2017, I did not know what to do with them. So I collected thousands of plastic bottles. But then I had to think about what to do with them until the idea came. And yeah, I built the first cabin. I told you, my engineering is still working.
Right.
I stayed in it for the dry and wet season, which is what I was really wanting to see. So I built this one thing and I left it. And I was the only one accessing it. Whenever I go, I'm the one who's staying in there. And when I realized after the 2 seasons, there's no cracks, it is as strong as it comes, that's it. I decided now my concept will be to build with the trash. But really, it is not sustainable. It is a cleanup exercise. The sustainability part of it comes with the revenue we get. It employs people to build. I'm teaching people how to build with that system. It is employing young people who can work in the actual cabins for cleaning, the cooks. All of this ripple effect takes place. And then I make the money. Now it's that money that then I divide to sustain myself as a person, to sustain the project itself, and to invest back into the community. And really, I just observe 5 areas. The first area, wherever you send me, if you send me to your shags to tell me, oh, go to this place and check out this and tell me what we can do, I'll go looking for water. There's no way you can help us or you can help Africa without having people access clean water. It's the #1 need that we need to sort out as people who are in charity. Then the rest, the other 4, really flow depending on the area. So the next one for Maasai Mara, in this case where we are focusing on, the next one is education, women empowerment, health, focusing on mental health. You'll be surprised it's taking a steep rise. And the last one is entrepreneurship. We want people to understand money and how to manage money and how to. It is important. I would say that jumping over the barriers that are in place is a big achievement. But really, it's because I employed my own technology of saying, before I can help people, first of all, I will learn from them. You can never teach people that you have not learned from. I've learned from the community for so many years. I've then started to unteach them by giving other better solutions. And then I'm now in the stage, after so many years, where I'm now teaching. I'm now able to call the leadership and sit down with them and teach them. Actually, last week I had a meeting with the MC of the area, and the leadership just trying to tell them, we can tackle these problems. It's not complicated. We can. Come, let's reason together. The mistake you and I would make in the past is to come to our people and try to teach them.
Just bulldoze your way through.
What are you doing? Wait, hold up. Relax. So I can say I've come in silently, like yeast on dough. Nobody saw me coming. I was the simple guy. You see, the problem that happens is that people can see you coming. Whoa, oh, this is me. I'm here to help you. I'll liberate you. No, I was slow. Nobody saw it. And the last minute, somebody told me, wow, we are the only town in Maasai Mara National Reserve that has piped water. How have you managed to do this? You know, people are like, it's like rocket science. The fact that in that little town, now we have water that is accessing the people, that is an achievement, because I know we have freed so many people from the bondage. However, in terms of, if I would stand here and say, you know what I'm proud about? I'm proud of seeing people willing to make their own decisions and coming up with their own solutions without being forced by anyone. I usually say, if you want to find the right person in a community, go talk to the women and the kids. They never go wrong. Yeah, they'll talk about it, especially the kids. Naturally, they're just kids. They'll give you an honest opinion. However, my kind of leadership is not to blow any trumpet. I say that my leadership is to empower. If I give a testimonial of our work down there, I will end up being a politician. Yes. So I usually say this is a bit of sensitive matter that is sensitive for the people, I say people to make their way down there and interact with those equal humans. You go to those humans. They want to hear from you. They want to be touched and to be affirmed and to be given all of these needs in life that we take for granted. They need to see a face that is walking with them as they carry their 20 liters on their back, going home and understanding, okay, how has life been easy for you and who has impacted the area? I like when the story is more natural and coming from the people themselves. You see, most charities are affected because they have the donor guy. Yeah. If the donor guy gives you money, you will have to play his music. Then that affects your whole operation. Right? So I want, when a donor is coming in, to find an already existing wheel that we have mastered on how it will run. Right. It is up to you to come and increase the momentum, but not to change the whole operation. I'll say no. I'll say no. And I have said no. It's not that it will be the first thing. Because you see, my conviction, how do you want me to sleep at night? Knowing that I told you it's two systems. It's money or love. We're just fighting those two systems. So if you're not healing me inside out, and you're trying to heal me outside in, it will never work. And so money has become the issue that is affecting operations. You will learn. I even see from your social media that there's funding that has come in this, and I'll be like, where has that money gone to? And that's why we want you guys to start reporting good stuff and real stuff. You know, just the end of last year, I had some club that came in, and I was mentoring about 100+ of their youths. They actually came to see what is this camp built out of trash. How are you able to grow vegetables and all of these fruits in Maasai Mara? They are elephants. Nobody wants to do farming because of elephants. So they had come to learn. And one of the patrons asked me, you know, we invested like 30 million Kenya shillings into a water project somewhere in Maasai Mara, but we've never seen a tap. What's up with that? And it's exactly what we are talking about. It's a system. Somebody wants to give you money, terms and conditions apply. Nobody's coming in to say, I see what you're doing. Can I plug in? Because it has results. I mean, give me 30 million right now. I'll quench the whole of that town and its surrounding. I mean, we're moving slowly. Right now, I'm just focusing on the primary school that has about 1,400 kids. No water, they still have to go to the streams to shower. Now my focus is to how can I get water to them. It's a system that you have to build because we've been tuned. It goes as simple as your family, because my work is family run. I mean, it's me, my wife. I get inspiration from my kids that are not even 10. I'm thinking about the person that I'm helping. I'm viewing them like the kids that are in my house. So it's plugging in, first of all, to families. You know, the moment the family works, the society works. So I'm plugging in into your family, into your relationship, into your small WhatsApp group. Just have, hey guys, you can come and actually do all of this. Or, hey, you are a WhatsApp group that has 50 members. You want to go to do this thing in an orphanage. Can I please help you in how you can do? So what I'm resonating here is that I'm not looking to get, I'm looking to give. Which really, I don't want people to keep messing up. I want people to go to a place and never need to go back. That's the problem. We still need to go back. I'm going to this orphanage, we're going to go again next year, and then the year after, and the orphanage just remains to be an orphanage. Right, plug in. Plug in and don't be needed. Let's do something and not be needed. Now, there are people, there is money out there. There is money. There's a lot of money. Shiko, there's a lot of money. It's just not being managed right. It's not reaching the people the way it should.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. I mean, I want big companies to do their CSR the right way. People are making a mess. Why you're just hiding in that, oh, we are doing this corporate responsibility and we've done all of this. No, guys, come on. Let's conversate for a minute. Let's do things right. Let's sort out a town, go to the next. Because I told, I began in IDP, I told you. And I told them, I'm not here for long. I'm going to leave. And boom, time came and I left. I'm in Maasai Mara. I say the same thing. I'm not here to stay. I want you not to need me. There's somebody else who has an issue. I want to leave you sustainable and run your own show. I want people to plug in and come. Let us increase through empowering people. Your answer is going to hit two sets of people. The international members and the local members. Now, the local members are the Kenyans, the residents, people who are here for a long time, long period of time. We tell them that, first of all, remember, volunteering is you giving your time for free. You coming to plug in and knowing that you're not going to be paid. I receive a lot of emails and messages from young Kenyans. Can I come volunteer? How much are you paying? It doesn't.
That word volunteer.
I tell the young people, the Kenyan, the local young people, come, and you will discover yourself through service to humanity. I will help you be of service to others that will in turn help you understand your path in life. I'm not making decisions for you. I'm just showing you how we do things. For other members that are well able to come and even come with seed funding, I tell them, come and volunteer, and I will show you projects that are in tune to your value system and our value system. They have to connect. Otherwise, don't tell me to go and do sanitary towels, which is another damage people make to this remote area, and we take boxes of sanitary towels and then we leave.
That's not in line with,
It's not sustainable. I mean, if you come to the people who've made that mess in Maasai Mara, there's no waste disposal plan. Then where are these?
then now what's up?
They are everywhere. And then you know what we have roaming around? Hyenas. What do the hyenas come when they come and find a soil sanitary towel? They carry it somewhere else. So you find it in the park. So what are we doing here? Let's observe the best way to help. And that's why whenever we are doing that, we are doing something that is sustainable in terms of reusables, teaching them how they can clean them, teaching them the boys what happens to the girls during this time so that there's an understanding. You should find me in the bush. Sitting with boys, showing them, the reproductive system. It's awkward, but it needs to happen. And then we have the international members that want to come and volunteer, and this is the core of our operation. We have people who want to come and visit Kenya from the coast all the way to northern Kenya, and they want to set 1 week to give back. And that's how we've been able to do most of our work. So come and volunteer, give your time, you will be surprised what you're made of.
Well, this is what Changemakers is all about. People who are making a difference, either through enterprise or social impact. And what we're asking you today is to talk to us and give us, obviously, your nominees of people who are doing and making a change. That's all we want to know. Of course, you can get in touch with us through our social media platforms as @K24TV on Instagram, Facebook, and X. We'll catch you next time on the show. I'm Shiko Kaitani. Bye-bye.